Alright, we're in the fourth part of the Secrets of Pandora video. I guess it's a series at this point. But we're satisfying the next door that we passed through in NeoCraft, and that is the door of mystery. And the mystery is the Secrets of Pandora, talking about how the game was made and Easter eggs and mistakes that I made, and of course the diamonds. The next diamond we're going to find, this was a nice troll here. Obviously this has already been done, but this used to be lava, but I couldn't get it to work right without being killed, so I just made it a fire pit. But the next diamond is located down here. You go behind the pit, down here, and there we are. And there's diamond number 19. It really is just that easy. Not really. And then we do like a Half-Life crawling through the rubble thing on this part. I was kind of proud of this because I had to make it so it was the only way over. And it is the only way over. So we go back through here and we have to get into Andronicus. There's satisfying condition. There's our progressing switch. And then we go to Andronicus. It's all messed up. Obviously when we go through here, we have to kill this so that those don't activate. Obviously in the rules you aren't actually supposed to do that, but I did. This room is fairly simple. In the basement of this room is a minecart that just runs on a loop, a track loop. I'm gonna open that door. And the track loop just keeps running across detector rails that are connected to the dispensers. And they keep firing away. That's all it is. The minecart starts here. When you step on the pressure plate, it begins the madness. It just keeps going around in circles until all the arrows are spent. Or you delete the arrows. But other than that, it does nothing significant. Why am I yawning so much? I just got a sign here that warns you about the coming danger. This is supposed to be fenced, but the fire was too close and burned them all away. Oh well. That's part of the destruction aspect of it, I guess. There are no diamonds in here. This whole area is just meant to do a little, you know, observing the mayhem. It shows you that this is still on fire. All you have to do here is hit the prime detonator, and that will blow a hole in the wall over here, which is what we want to do because it's the only way to progress. This had to be carefully timed too. But the idea here is that there is a diamond in this silo. And the way we get to this diamond, if you have extra fences from earlier in the game, you can use, or ladders, you can use those, or you can just put a block down. And oops, you have to stay suspended for this to work. And there it is, diamond number 20. Oh yeah. There's another one here though, I think. Now somebody was crawling around and couldn't find it, but I'm gonna see if it's actually still there. If not, troll myself. But the other diamond was hidden over here in all of this madness. You go down. Is it here or is it over here? Yes. You go down in here and there's the diamond. So you kind of have to really look for this one, but it's practically in the corner of the map. Well hidden. So there's 21 diamonds. And a lot of this was just designed to show you, you know, the idea that the nether rack is taking over everything. There are no diamonds in the glass maze. None. So don't worry about it. Oh, and the puzzle. Nobody seemed to have gotten this one, or if somebody did, I didn't see a video on it. But the reason that you get the bucket here is to go over to the swimming pool and grab water. Did I hide a diamond in the pool? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I was going to, but I decided no, that might be too easy, but maybe not. Anyway, the whole idea was that giant pit that you have to go down. is to take the bucket that you find, because you'll probably find it by looking in the chests. You grab the water and you put it right here, and then you can get down safely. But everybody seemed to like the jumping part of it because it was more scary, so that's fine. Whatever you want to do. I think one person did it, but that was the intention. So we're down in here. This was supposed to be a pressure plate to play another sound, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'm going to show you where the diamond is first. Nobody that I know of found this one. It's in the environmental, or the natural environments room, test room 5. It's another one of these ones that you can only see a piece of it. But this whole room, the only reason this is here is for the diamond. This is the diamond room. You go down here under this tree, and actually you're supposed to come from this side, because you can just, this branch is supposed to be there, so I fail. But the idea was, when you come around this part of the tree, if you happen to bother to search down here, you can just see the piece of the chest when you do that. And there's diamond number 22. 2 more to go, and then the ultra super secret one. Well, we know one is at the very end, so there's one more hidden one. And all you had to do for these is just flip the switches and solve the puzzles in each of these rooms. This puzzle was actually to make things more difficult for you, but the cart went on here adds the 3rd cart to the weapons testing room, where there were the 3 carts that shoot 1 arrow each. So we go through the heating and cooling lines. This is all part of the lab. And as you can see, as I flip these switches, the torches are coming on over on the wall there. The redstone torches. They just had to all be activated. And these were the same principle as the other ones. In the underground part of the Andonicus, or the yellow line. But the next diamond is up here. You have to get rid of this fire, and if you have torches it helps. But the idea was to make your way through this cave part. This is not a natural cave, I made this, and there we go. So the rest of this is just flipping these switches to get to the nether part. There's that one. That's really all you had to do. The rest of this is just for show. I'm noticing too that now my game lags when redstone is used. Hoping that's temporary. Then we can go back across this madness. All the torches are now lit. We don't even have to go into room 3. But the idea behind room 3 was, for some reason, this particular band of redstone was not activated. Alright. I have no idea what happened. But I know that if it had been activated... Let's see if I can take... This torch doesn't actually need to be here. If I take this redstone torch and I activate this... Oops. Did you hear that? See, when you activate the carts in room 3, it was supposed to activate the redstone torches, or the carts out here. Yeah, the redstone really lags for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about. Must be the mod I have installed. Don't like it. So I'll turn these off, which doesn't really matter because there's more chaos going on in the main hall. Oh yeah, I have to. And I want to show you the redstone circuits out there and how ridiculous that was. Good. See, these are now running and making things very difficult for me. But see, now it's working. This is what's supposed to happen. When you activate that room, it activates this room. And now it's firing arrows right across the gravity sand experiment. Because this door is open, but this was another troll. I flipped the switch on the door so you had to press it twice. But now when you hit the gravity sand experiment, the sand falls, but you've got to watch out for these. I think. Are they out? Oh, somehow they got stuck. Troll. Oh, it must be because there's a torch laying on the track, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. But you have to flip this switch in order to get into the final area. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the ridiculous amount of redstone that was used to make the Andonicus laboratory work. And here we are. This is the circuit panel that was used to activate all of the doors, similar to the one in the mine puzzle. Here's all of the redstone circuits that were used to bring the circuitry to this point and to activate all the other carts and all this crap. There's the weapons testing room door, and here's all the gates that they were connected to. This is a lot more redstone even. Oops, I falled. So all this behind the scenes stuff. This is the cart that came from test room 4. It featured the zombie pig man. And yeah, it's just a ton of redstone. Oh, and there's the in-world nether. I just made a giant block of netherrack and exploded it with TNT and chiseled out the edges, put some lava down, and set the stage. Obviously over there is the natural environments room. But yeah, there's a lot of redstone inside the place too. And this is all that made it work. So I really went all out with this stuff to make sure everything was connected properly and worked as expected. And by this point, this pretty much made me an expert with this stuff. So by this point I was able to refine my circuits. So I have them all. There's from test room 5, 2, 4, 1, and over here I think I have this labeled as 3. 6, because 3 didn't work. So once all these were satisfied in the final circuit, it sent this over here. And this was what opened, or what lit the final torch. I'm pretty sure. Yes, that's what lit the final torch. Activated the netherrack door, and everyone's happy. So we go through the hallway here, and it starts to get exciting because you're thinking, oh man, there's something to do with the nether, right? And then you walk in here and you realize, oh, it's a nether in the real world. I built an entire nether, which is really just, this could have been where the rest of the lab, but it was completely taken over now. This is where you realize, you know, holy crap, this is all where it stemmed from. The nether is just taking over right through the portal. Nobody was there to destroy it, even though it wasn't activated. There's the portal. And of course, they failed the last time because the TNT was shot right through the portal to the other side. But that's how you find story code number 10. The problem with this is I didn't add enough netherrack to the outside wall, and it actually blasts a hole through here so you can see outside, which isn't actually supposed to happen, but whatever. And of course, it leads us to the final story code. We get our flint and steel because the story code says, we hope this is never activated again. Well, you know you're going to turn it on. You need to know because this is a nether portal. You want to know where it goes. And when we go into the nether, we discover diamond number 24. The final diamond of Pandora. And upon leaving the nether, actually what I'll do is I'll try to show you some of this. Because this is actually in the nether, and there's a lot of nether going around. But you never get to see it. I guess I'll show it to you now. That'd be kind of cool, right? And here we are. All I did was build an iron room, but this is the Pandora nether. That's where I got most of my netherrack from, before I decided to actually use zombie mod. This is a really cool nether, and it's really big. And I've done a lot of exploring in this, and collected a lot of mushrooms early on. So now you've seen it. So let's go back out. Now you're probably wondering how I did the thing where you go in a portal in one place and come out in another place. And that was just a matter of building a portal, but never making an exit for it. And when you do that, you end up somewhere else. And it turns out that where it put me was right outside the endorphina holding facility. And when you put this story code or secret code into the web browser, it says, you know, DTAFYC, which is an acronym for Can You Find All the Diamonds backwards. The 25th diamond is located on the Pandora download page. When you read the description for the story codes, it says, for example, if you typed in mygamersinsanity.com/CYFATD, it would show you the story code. Anyone who took the time to copy and paste that link into their web browser found a story code paper with a big diamond on it. That's diamond number 25. So, that's it. The secrets of Pandora have been revealed. The door of mystery has been passed through, and you can go ahead and vote in this video for the next video that we're going to do. It's either going to be the Door of Discovery, which will be an adventure map or adventure game, or it's going to be the Door of Prosperity, which will be a multiplayer set of videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you when we pass through the next door of NeoCraft. Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, rate, comment, subscribe, and tell all your friends. We want to build an army of gamers here, so when I start making games, you'll be first in line to test them. And other benefits. Don't forget to check out the forums, mygamersinsanity.com/phpbb3. There it is right there. And thanks for watching. See you again. Don't forget to vote.